Hi everyone, Ben DotA here. Coming to you with kind of a original guide I've never seen before. I did some searching on YouTube for courier strategy and courier movements, and I didn't see anything. So I've been thinking about this for a while. Ever since I watched TI, I saw a lot of good courier movements and some bad ones, and something that I pay attention to, and I think a lot of higher level players pay attention to, is their courier movements and what information it can give away. So I'm gonna get into kind of the intricacies of that. Show you a few clips here in early game Dota, and then kind of what I'm talking about is the strategy in the mid to late game Dota, where you can give away a lot of information on the map and really decide how a game unfolds. So if you take a look at this information here, it's gonna be over here. Um, Not only some changes to the courier the past few years. For you old school players, you remember everyone shared one courier, and it was quite the shit show of who gets the items delivered first. And if you just remember mashing that button to try to get it to you first, and then unfortunately, sometimes there's griefers that would drop your item somewhere. But let's not get into that. So everyone has their own courier now. It's nice and simple. Very easy Dota compared to the past. But one thing I noticed that has not been talked about is courier strategy. So in addition to courier strategy there, you can now kill couriers and get gold and XP for your whole team. So if you look at this up here, it's the gold bounty is 25 to start, and then you get an additional 5 gold times the level of the enemy that you kill their courier. Also, you get experience for your whole team, which is important as well. So you start at 35, and then you get 20 times their level. And then I think the most important part here is the respawn time. So it starts at 50 seconds to respawn their dead courier, and then an additional 7 seconds times the level. So you can really mess with a person's ability to progress in the game by delaying their items, giving your team golden experience by killing couriers. So the more you can control your courier and not mess up those things for your team and for yourself, the better. Because I noticed in a lot of games, people don't touch their couriers. They hit deliver items and it just comes out to them no matter where they are on the map. So we're going to show you how this can be bad. We're going to show you some players that do it really well. And then I'm going to show you a few clips on how this can really throw a game or decide a game just based off where the courier is on the map and what information that gives away. Because that stuff, Dota's all about information and trying to figure out where the enemy is and what's happening on the map. So this plays a part in it, and I haven't seen a guide on it yet. So I wanted to show you guys what I think about courier strategy. So I'll show you a few clips now. All right, this is the first clip I wanted to show you guys. This is a pretty good one because it shows some good courier usage and some bad courier usage within the same clip. So I'm going to be playing this here, and I'll talk about it as we go along. So this is Team Liquid versus Aster. I think it's a lower bracket final at TI. So we see here Insania's couriers flying out. And what he's done is just hit the deliver courier button. So what it does is obviously just wherever you're walking, the courier will change paths. So if he starts to walk up here, his courier from here will go, this path here. So one thing to notice is that when you call it from over here, you may be down here in a safe spot, but your 30 seconds or 45 seconds it takes to get the courier out to you, you're doing stuff, you're moving, you're forgetting about it. So if you just hit that deliver courier button, you're going to forget about it when you're fighting your enemies. And you're going to see here, totally forgot about his courier. And there goes really important regen for the lane. So it took about 40 seconds for that courier to fly out. Since he's so low level, it's very slow. Then it's dead for another minute, and then it's going to take another 40 seconds for it to fly out again. So Baboka has delayed this lane this lane's regen for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is, in Dota, it can win or lose games. Honestly, it's so important in the early stages. So then we keep going, and this is a player. So sorry, Insania, but Insania, I watched a lot of replays, getting clips and data for this. Insania almost never courier micros in the early game. And the player that I found does it the best, which is funny, is Matu. Matu every time will put his items on the courier and not deliver them, send them behind tower, which is what I want everyone to do. I started doing them in my games as well. So you see here, I'll do it at like 1.5 speed. She's got his stuff, right? So if he hit that deliver courier button, it would be going the same path, right? It'd be cutting through these trees to go to the straight line closest to him. But he goes here, puts it back here. It pauses for a second. Then he realizes it's behind. And look at where Jakiro is again. Now it goes up the safe route. Jakiro can't see it. And, okay, see there? Not only does he get the items from it, but then he does the correct thing as well. He sends it back on the safe route. It was going to go that way. No, he puts it back down here, and then he'll send it back all the way across down the map. And this is what you guys should be doing. This is the discipline and strategy, I think, that, you know, TI teams do talk about, or some players at least, but could make a huge difference in your guys' games, because you know, killing courier, it wastes your regen time, the items you need, and also gives the other team, you know, everyone a shared bounty. So this is a really good first clip for you guys to see on what someone who doesn't watch courier does, and then someone who has really thought about courier movements and what they do. So great first clip here. Hey, thanks for watching so far. Just a quick little personal shill here. Thank you guys for watching my last Witch Doctor video. The part 2 did really well so far in 4 days. It's got 1,100 views. I got 26 new subs from it. I've been trying really hard to promote my channel, get guides or content out every 3 days or so. 95% of you guys are not subbed. Thank you 5% who are watching the videos and subscribing. If you've seen a past video of mine and you're watching this one now, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. Trying to get content out pretty often, grow my YouTube channel, so I'd appreciate any support you could give me. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so this is a clip from one of my favorite streamers, Dubu. So he's down here. I took this from his stream. This is a clip I saw. He does this all the time, at least once a game. Dubu has some of the best courier positioning and awareness anyone in Dota. And that's probably why he's one of the highest, maybe I think he might be the highest MMR for a support player. I think he's 12K or something crazy. So watch this. He calls for a smoke with EE. They're doing a cool little 2-man smoke at 13 minutes. Is it messing up because you can see the minimap? It's okay. So you can see his courier down here making its way over. It would follow them over through the smoke, but he stops it. So if Dire had a ward on the high ground up here, and the courier fought, I'll just show you on the map up here because it's easier. The mini map's being weird. So if the Dire had a ward up on this cliff like they usually do, or somewhere mid, it would have spotted that courier rotating with them, right? So instead of having the courier follow, they smoke. He commands the courier to go over here in this cliff and wait for them. So we don't know what Tuss's warding was, but it's the discipline behind it, right? You don't know what the enemy team has for wards. So every time, just stop that courier. Don't have it follow you through the smoke. I hope you guys are now realizing, like, as you play your pubs, what is happening. Like, maybe you guys go for a 4-man smoke in your pubs and some dude has his courier following the whole team fight, right? Like, that stuff happens and the enemy pays attention to it all the time. So start to watch that stuff. If you're going for smokes, leave your courier behind. If you guys are on the other side of the map, try not to have your courier deliver all the way across the side of the map. Just, TP somewhere close or have it waiting for you when you TP back closer to one of your towers. But yeah, Dubu, awesome streamer. Watch his stuff. Really good discipline in really everything he does. So, okay, here is another game from TI. This is Tundra versus Secret, game 2, and this is a good example of paying attention to courier movements and position your heroes to know where the enemy is coming from. So we're going to see that Secret smoke up here. They have some information bottom of what's going to happen, so I'll show you that. That's Team Secret's perspective, right? Now I'm going to flip it over here to Tundra. So Tundra, they kill this ward here. They've taken the shrine. So at this point, they've given away a lot of information. This ward, they know this ward is here. So this ward has seen Saksa and 33. So just general Dota knowledge, when a lot of information like that's given away, the other team is going to react and come for you. So at this point, they probably play a little bit more defensive. So then we're going to watch from their perspective. You see this courier, right? So this courier, it's pathing. Watch the pathing. So we take that. This is Tundra's deep wards, which are really nice. See how it kind of turns this way? Then, watch again the courier, bottom left. It goes back. So, if it goes this way and then goes back right away, someone's right here in this exact area. But they're not showing, they didn't show in this ward. So they're most likely smoked or getting ready to smoke, right? They're in this area. They're not pushing out mid-wave, which is a little suspicious as well. They're not killing this illusion. So they're up to something, right? So now watch what Snaking does. Snaking is the pink player. Watch the minimap. We need to go back a little bit more. So he finds the vision, pings there. 4 steps away because he knows he saw the courier. Then he's going to ping on the minimap. It happens really fast, but see this ping here? He pinged here. Kind of where I said where he thought players were because of the courier movements. So he pings here. So then another, so a little segue, but another high skill strategy is, you hear casters saying it all the time, is supports tanking the gank, right? So you don't want to, if a smoke happens, you don't want everyone just hiding, tier 3 or whatever. That's wasted time, right? You want your support kind of at a barrier to your cores. You see this movement on the minimap? So the cores can farm here safely, wherever, and you put your support in the forefront area of where you think the gank is coming from. So the enemy team, they use a smoke, they get a support kill, it's worth maybe 250 gold, but all 3 of your cores are farming at the same time, pushing lanes, getting an advantage. So if you know an enemy team is smoked, you can actually get more out of the map than they are by just being aware of what's happening. So Saksa backs up here. 33 is already on the run. Snaking pings that they're coming from this way, and we'll see how it is. And he's correct. They're there a little faster than he expects, but everyone backs up. Information's gotten. So, I mean, they get, well, it's late. It's a little later game, so they get a decent amount of money, but it's not a core kill, right? And mid is pushing, bottom's pushing. All the ancients were already farmed. They'll respawn again in 6 minutes. So, if they had a little more, if Secret had a little more courier discipline there, they may have been able to go up into the ancients and grab a primal beast, or getting 33 move through the river, or even Skitter, who was farming kind of, probably not. Skitter was way back here, doing his thing really well. So another example of courier control and the information that it gives away, because your enemies are watching what you're doing with the couriers. So be careful with those couriers. Okay, here is the one of the clips I found to be the most game-changing through TI. I probably watched or zoomed through maybe 30 replays or so, 40 replays, trying to find courier movements that really decide a game. And this is the one I found. It's kind of mid game, where it really decides the outcome of a game based off a big courier mistake. So here we have Team Liquid versus Aster. So Team Liquid mess up on a courier movement. So I've noticed, Blitz, if you're watching this, train your homies on courier movements. You guys are giving away a lot of information on your courier movements. So they're going for a smoke here. So now we'll flip to, so they ping bottom, right? So they are watching, let's see this. So they're watching sniper farm, right? So it's a sniper position. Is this mid or P? This is Monet. So it's a P1 sniper. Really, really important kill. So they're smoking for him, bottom. They see him farming the bottom wave, right? So they go mid and they smoke. Now we'll flip it over to what Aster sees. So, farming away. This is what I was talking about in the last clip, or maybe a previous clip. The support here is in the barrier to the farming core, tanking the gank, right? Just in case there's a smoke, he's going to be in front. He's not farming. He's just standing there to protect Monet. So Monet is going to go down here, push the wave. He's farming. Don't know why he's pinging. Or maybe it's just a bug on the map. So, here's a courier. It's Lesh's courier, right? Why is it, what's it doing over here? Why is it going through a creep wave? We're going to play. He pings, the map is bugged. Okay, apologies. The map, it's DotA client's being weird. His pings are actually down here on the courier, right? So, instantly, he pings, the courier dies here. Watch. Courier's here, dies. He goes minimap, pings, and he force stabs right away. And he's just out. So let's watch now from here and see if they realize the mess up. So here comes Zai's courier. They're smoked. They're looking for him. His courier dies. Look how close this is, guys. This is what I'm talking about. The courier just died here. They see him farming creeps. He just pings that the courier died. Monet pings here. The courier died. They are 5 seconds away from killing this guy. And they're down in this game, right? So, like, this courier play, you could say courier movements are, like, super small. They don't mean much. But they decide games. Even in pro games, they decide, let's say it's 5% of games, but it's something so small that you can do controlling your courier that will win you, let's say it's 5% of games. How many games have you played? Let's say you have 5% more wins. What would your MMR be at? Probably another 1,000 or, whatever it is. But this is even TI main stage where look how close they are. They're this close away from killing the P1, coming back in this game. And, who knows what would have been decided if this fight was different. So just another really small discipline thing that as you see has decided a game or could possibly decide a game. So this is my biggest clip I found that really kind of messed it up. There's some other small ones where courier's flying through here, this and this, but this courier ruined the gank. So just small stuff like that. Just start to watch your couriers and watch the enemy couriers, and you'll you'll improve and you'll win games that you didn't think you could win. Or okay, this is a little bonus clip. This is one of my favorite clips from TI. You guys will probably remember this, but this is Tundra 33 messing with the creep wave with his courier, which you can also do. It draws aggro. So the enemy team is trying to push, and he takes their creep wave, so they can't push with the creep wave. And he does that with his courier while he's still playing. So he's playing Broodmother, you know, controlling all the brood stuff, but also controlling his courier to drag a creep wave away. I've seen that a few times, but never like kind of main stage TI stuff where it affects how the game is being played. So really cool stuff coming out from him. Just wanted to show you that kind of bonus clip there and what 33 is doing with his courier movements. So kind of cool.